Cultural heritage in the open lab. The Saltmummies from Iran tell their story. Once upon a time, a boy set out on a long journey to travel to the south from his home at the Caspian Sea to gain valuable salt that was so pure it looked like rock crystal. The salt mine that was his destination is located in northwest Iran and today is called Duzlakh, place of salt. There, salt has been mined for hundreds of years. Unfortunately, the young man's journey and his life came to an end on the very first day of work in Duzlakh mine, because an earthquake caused the wall to collapse and buried him underneath. 2,400 years later, archaeologists excavated his body, which, because of the salt, with his full clothing and equipment, was mummified. Between 1994 and 2011, totally 7 other mummified individuals were found in the salt mine. Today, their bodies are a sensation for science and highlights at the Zanjan Salt Mine and Archaeological Museum in Iran. As part of the mechanical restoration of the mummies, the so-called Open Lab project was launched, which allowed an interested public to follow the works of the experts quasi-live. In the middle of the pandemic, the laboratory of this work was set up in the exhibition hall. As a result of the closed museums at that time, the team allowed interested members of the public to access the lab through social media, which reached many people. Alongside, a book for young people was developed, games for children, and a puppets play that tells the story of the salt men. Another important topic of the Open Lab project was the dignified treatment of the salt man as a human being. In April 2021, for this purpose, a discussion forum was organized. International experts in conservation and restoration, paleopathology, cultural anthropology, archaeology, and osteoarchaeology, working in museums, marketing, cultural agencies, and research institutions, discussed the challenge and the responsibility of treating human remains respectfully. We have once again learned that the museum is a place of science communication for all people. That the museum and its topics must reach people even if they cannot come to the museum. That inclusion and accessibility are important for this. This also includes digital access possibilities. That the museum must deal transparently and openly also with critical views on the dignified handling of human remains. The archaeology and the mummies of Bagherpour salt mine are part of a comprehensive program. In the future, we would like our activities to link the museum as a so-called third place with the site, the landscape, and the people who live next to the cultural heritage site, and we want to protect this archaeological site. Therefore, we are also concerned with the water supply and the development of educational offers and local structures in the village nearby and in the museum in Zanjan city.